Wonderful.
Oh, I see your name has changed, Cade.
I was about to say something about that too. Yes.
Well, I mean that's his actual full name, so.
And always has been.
Funnily enough, all of it except for the middle name, which I had not yet chosen. I did have this as a joke.
Yeah, I
before
figured
they
the
said
middle
anything
name was
about
new.
it. Well, I did have it as a joke before this even happened, and then I was like, man, I create my own tragedies.
Yeah, you should have known better than give the DM an idea like that.
I didn't give him an idea like that. I don't know. I don't think he even saw it.
Oh, yeah, well, you put that into the universe.
That is my fault.
It's okay, I do that to myself all the time.
You guys are really good at it, and I appreciate it.
I'm not sure that's the right answer, but okay.
Are you all ready for this?
Yes.
No.
I hope so.
See.
Also, no.
Right. Everybody roll a d20 for me.
Woo!
Right, we gotta be able to recap.
Oh, what even happened
gonna
last
be
time? I don't
great.
know. Oh. Fetch.
Wonderful. Each of you slowly start coming to. Brains are a little foggy. There's this slight buzzing sound in your ears. Each of you have this headache over your left eye, especially you, Flamel. It's a really weird sensation having a headache.
I shouldn't have a headache. I'm a robot!
This, as your eyes are adjusting to waking up, you can see there's this bright light emanating from the center of the room that you are in. You each notice that you're in a communal room together, beds lining all the walls, kind of like a makeshift hot room, as each of you have monitors attached to you. Yuan, you're the first one awake. There's a lot of input coming in from the temperature, the sounds. You can hear a figure. Vision kind of blurs out and comes back in. See this. Hey, you figure some form of humanoid as your eyes are trying to readjust to make out what's going on. Wearing this robe, the light in the room is making it difficult.
Are you doing long pauses or is it cutting you out?
Oh,
It might have been cut it. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Okay. There's some form of humanoid in the room that Ewan notices.
Yeah.
Wearing a robe, and there's a light in the room, and then
There's light and a figure.
The last thing I remember was we were in the basement of our house? No, wait, that was two
No, we were
times ago.
We were in the
Yep,
top
as
floor.
you're attached to monitors. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't where we fell asleep or where we interacted
Had our
with
vision.
the jar.
Well, no, that was near the memory thing that was hooked in, so that would make sense. It was next to a giant monitor.
But it wasn't in a hospital room full of beds.
I mean,
It's a makeshift hospital room. You can tell, like, it still
Hospital.
looks
I
like
thought you
our
said hot
house.
room, and I was like, I guess.
Oh no, hospital. It looks like our house. You're in someone's room. You can't quite
Oh,
make out who it is,
okay.
or if the house is shifted to accommodate the situation.
I saw laying on the ground and was like, beds.
That could be multiple places, rooms full of beds in this house.
Mhm.
Let's see, what can I do? Who am I? Both of us are disoriented. Both me and Ewan. I'm going to, I guess, oh, I guess I was stirring already, so no point in pretending like I'm still unconscious. I'll try to take a better look around, I suppose.
Looking around, you see the rest of Plan B doing the same, just at different stages at coming to. You see the door to the room is open. You notice that, yeah, everyone's here. Everyone is hooked up to monitors.
Everyone, including that new guy.
Yep, including the new guy. Tristari isn't in here, though.
Oh,
Oh no. Where'd she go?
interesting.
Did she stay back when we went upstairs? Or did she come with us? I don't remember.
I believe she had gone with
Question.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she was with us.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've got bones in my room.
Oh yeah.
uh,
That's fine.
what, the bones or something else?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
We can deal with them later. They're not going anywhere,
Yes.
probably.
Probably. She said everyone's kind of waking up, or is it still
Yeah.
mostly Ewan?
We're still
Yeah.
waiting on Ewan, or
Well, if anyone wanted to do anything.
Just mostly looking around. From my training, I do know better than to, like rip out IVs or whatever, because that's usually not a good idea.
Usually not.
I guess. Wait, how temporary are these hospital beds?
You're not sure.
Okay. I'm going to press the call button.
Okay. Reach over, press it. The man that has back to you turns around, and as he does, your vision gets really blurry, kind of blinded by this light that seems to be emanating off of him. So he walks up and has this kind of muffled voice.
I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. Could you repeat that?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit, one more time. I can see your mouth kind of moving.
Good. He gives you a little pat on the shoulder. Looks like you're the first one to come to. Everything seems to be okay. It's good to see you.
Hello.
Hello there.
Dang it, Kluki, what am I supposed to say to that?
General Kenobi.
Thing is, I'm not a general. And it would be the other way around. Do you happen to know how long we've been out?
Can't quite tell in here. I think that's kind of the purpose of it.
That would be a thing, yes. I forget about that too frequently. Has anything, I guess, important happened outside?
Lots of things that are important have happened outside.
Oh,
But
I mean,
if you all
still
get your
in the
rest-
glassway, but well.
It's a lot happening. You all get your rest. I'll have Shristari bring you up some food. You can
Okay.
meet me downstairs when you all are ready. And as he says that, the room fills with light once again, blinding you temporarily, and that figure is now gone.
Was there
Hmm.
ever a description of the figure?
No, you couldn't make it out. You just kind of had a general idea of, like, it was just of a man with his voice, but with this light emanating off of him, it made it difficult to see or make out any features of him. The rest of you have come to at this point. As you hear a knock at the door, and Tristari has a cart that she's pulling that has little trays of food as she is looking around. Oh, it's good to see all of you. I was worried.
I take inventory. How many legs do I have?
You have 2 legs.
I have 2 legs!
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Or we come to after the glowing figure is left?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That was weird. That was a lot.
That's not how that machine works. It's only supposed to show my memories.
Oh, I really don't think that was just a function of the machine specifically. That seemed like a lot. That was a lot.
What
I don't
room are
know.
we? Okay.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. You finish.
I don't know what we're supposed to do with all that information. Exactly. I'm not sure that I even like knowing it.
Good question,
I'm
DM.
assuming that you experienced the same thing that I did.
Oh, I thought we were all there.
It was blurry, but maybe?
Quick question, DM.
Mhm.
With the information that Slunda has and her having seen the BBEG previously, would things line up, or is it still like? Did she recognize Stein basically?
Roll a. Just intelligence check for me.
Roland, I don't want to tell you. Check.
All right. And does this feel like a good time to use my leftover inspiration?
It could be if you would like to.
Now remind me, do I do that? Is that a reroll or is that an additional?
Roll a d12 and add it.
Okay, so that's 22. Did I math that correctly? 13 plus 9? Yeah.
You're having a hard time, Slunda, at coming to,
Uh-huh.
as your brain is trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to process the events of the past, present, and future.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to all be merging into one. And you get these glimpses of a blurry figure lining up over each other. It's like the 3 blurry images shifting in between each other as they kind of will line up every once in a while. There's almost this feeling of fear that comes with it as you see that man in your vision, so Sign. You see his face, but it almost too perfectly shifts into this other man who is in the vision, or another version of him. A darker skin, so
Gotcha.
Titus, because Cinder has Titus, but then it shifts over, and that form of Titus kind of lingers a little bit more with that future image that you had seen.
Okay. Is there any connection to what she saw when she went, at the very beginning with the orb?
It's feeling. It's just
Okay.
you can't
There's a vibe connection, but
there's
not
a vibe.
certain...
Yeah. You all look like you seem to be doing well. Been in several times to check on you, and
So we've been out long enough for multiple check-ins. Or
Where did this leg come from?
she looks
that's a good
around.
question.
That was from him. I don't
Who's
know
him?
who that. I don't know his name. He hasn't.
Borknork?
No,
Oh.
it's
How's it
Borknork.
here?
And she kind of brings her fingers up to represent tusks around her face. Is that Bork?
Yeah,
Nork?
that's Borknork.
That's racist.
Okay.
He's the science orc.
Okay.
Orc.
No, he's
Bork.
just been doing his own thing.
Oh.
Speaking with the other man, quite frequently, it seems.
Uh-huh. How
I
did
don't know if they-
how did a random man get into our house?
What?
And who let him build me a leg?
Just
I
look
don't
at
know.
Mel and go, you're gonna complain about having a leg?
I was going to build a... Now, I don't even know who built this or what their qualifications are. I start examining my leg.
I mean, number 1, he glows.
What?
Didn't you see him? He was all... Ooh.
My
was-
eyes were adjusting. I have a headache, which shouldn't be possible because I'm a robot. Oh my gosh, what if he messed me up when he built a leg?
Mel, you look down. It doesn't look like there's a new leg. It looks like your leg is back.
Oh, that's... freaky.
Oh, he's a time caster. I think to
That is
myself
still
because I
freaky.
didn't realize that myself.
Well...
Well, I'm going to use my doctor knowledge to disentangle myself from any things I'm hooked up with.
Easy enough to do. Justari comes over and assists you.
And I'll do some stretches. Cause
Sure. Take it easy. You guys each kind of had hit your heads rather hard when you all clunked out. I didn't know. tried calling to you repeatedly, and you were all unresponsive. It was kind of scary.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty scary. Sorry.
So I did my best to get you into these beds.
Oh, you could have
just-
just left me on the
Thank you.
floor.
Well, I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I know, but I'm made of metal. I'm really heavy. You didn't need to do that.
You were a little difficult to get into the bed, but Bork Nork, that's his name, right? Bork Nork, yeah. He
Yeah.
helped, so
Well, that's good.
yeah.
I look around. What room are we in?
You haven't been in this room.
Okay, it's a new room.
Yep, new room. Looks like just this medical bay that hasn't been there previously.
And where's my the smaller robot?
It's remained in your room.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we should go talk to this glowing stranger. I guess.
That does seem like the next step. Yes.
Everybody
Yes, you must
feeling
thank him.
Does the stranger look particularly large and buff and orc-like in some respects?
Really. Oh, I guess for you, Bloop. Definitely large and buff, not necessarily orc.
Definitely more jacked.
Roll a perception check for me, Bloop.
I have to remember what Bloop's perception is. Okay. Oh, it's very good. That's right. Okay.
Knowing Bloop, it's a 0.
20. That's a 19. Roll kind of low.
Okay. No, that's really good. It is a little difficult to like give specifics. It was weird sensation to you. I know you can see and like you see through vibrations still, but it was a really weird, strange situation and feeling for you. You kind of get this. Oh, what's the word? Words are not working for me today. Just this. You have this feeling. It's some humanoid, a half elf, really large dwarf somewhere in there.
And he didn't look familiar to any of us?
You couldn't make out anything from them. That's Bloop got the best description.
As long
Nice.
as he isn't that one lady's not husband, I guess ex, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, speaking of which,
Oh.
did Tree Mom look like the mother of monsters?
No?
Good enough. Good enough for canonicity.
Okay. Canonicity, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we head down to find Borknork and the glowy stranger.
Okay. As Shastori helps the rest of you unhitch from your monitors. She's definitely keeping a careful eye on you guys to make sure you don't just pass out again. But you all head downstairs. Our house has changed to that more modern look, but there still is that wooden table that every conversation has happened around.
There we go. My connection died.
Secretly,
The fireplace, the fireplace remains. There's a pot of, it seems like tea, boiling although there are no mushrooms around to be found.
Good.
You see that as you're walking down the stairs to the main floor, the entire room is once again filled with light. But as you get closer and closer, it does seem to be dimming, as if someone is turning a knob to dial it down for you. That man is poking the fire with prod and just moving some of the coals around. As you're walking down the stairs, not quite to him yet, you just hear his voice. Take a seat. Tea should be ready soon.
I'll be right back for 1 second.
Who are you?
DM, I don't know how to phrase this without being weird, but does he seem familiar? Not in like I might recognize him by looking at him thing, but you know how like if it's been years and you run across someone, you just recognize them even if you can't pinpoint who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Does he
Yep.
seem
For you, he has that feeling, Cade.
Oh,
Okay.
Jiminy Cricket.
okay?
Uh,
I just okay.
Jiminy Cricket. Okay. Drake might have
that's
an
his-
idea.
That's his name, Jiminy Cricket.
I knew it.
I assume Slunda does not recognize this person. Or
Nope. Not. Nope.
okay.
Does he answer me?
He's just poking the fire. Hasn't responded yet.
If it seems like he's holding back on answering, Flamel does not keep going down the stairs. She's kind of like, I like mysterious people showing up at my house and not telling me who they are.
I'm just gonna look at Flamel and I'm gonna go, I think you can trust him. And I
All
look
right.
back and I go, I'm pretty sure you can trust him. At anything except a business deal. And I'll just walk and follow.
That was weirdly specific. But fine.
As
Slunda's just confused.
you take your seats. I'm not avoiding your question, Flamel. Just thinking of what's been going on. A lot is on my mind. A lot has changed.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I have more questions than you all do. I shouldn't know any of you, yet I do. I'm here when I shouldn't be. You all have experienced something that should not have been experienced.
We're talented like that.
Not our fault.
Yeah, it's an accident.
There's no one giving any blame. There's no fault to be made. Things just happen. Finally, takes the kettle off of the fire and turns around, and you can make out that he has definitely more, I guess you could say, medieval armor. He has this golden breastplate on. From his face, it's just this white light still, and you can't make out any features from that. The light reflecting from The armor is quite blinding.
Man, Nora's
See.
really changed over the years.
In a very refined manner, begins to pour each of you tea. Before pouring his own cup and sitting down. Well, I know you, but I don't. You know me, but you don't. We could spend forever talking about that, but I don't think we have forever to be doing that.
And time doesn't exist here, so we
I was
kind
gonna
of
say,
do.
this is a place really weird with time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess you would know more about this place than most.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
used to.
Mark, you back?
He said he had to go first. He said he'd be right back, so gotta check before we get too deep into things.
Oh, me? I'm here. Sorry,
Okay,
I thought I said I was back. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we weren't going on without you.
He's here.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. What he just said he knows us, but he doesn't. We know him, but he doesn't.
But you don't.
But we don't.
Yeah. And that... He's just saying that you don't have eternity to talk about everything.
And we were saying that we actually do because we're in a place without time.
Sets down his teacup and rests his elbows on the table before just leaning his chin in his hands. How did you all experience that? I think that's the first question I have.
Well, first we did a thing, and then it went whoosh. And then we were there, but we weren't there, we were just kind of not there, and then we remembered it, and then we woke up and there was glowing. Yep, but there, yep, here we are now. Yep.
Oh, very articulate. Very.
Listen, I'm good at stabbing people. I'm not good at wordsmithing. I am no smith.
We... Alright, Cade was showing us a device that is used to display memories. And I think that in proximity to this urn thing, as well as being here in the Glassway, did
Oh, yes, the
this.
urn. The soul jar with the soul of someone very important. The
Yeah.
jar triggered things.
Where is that? Is it still up there?
It was here.
It shouldn't have been able to go anywhere. It should still be here. I look at Tristari.
As long as it ends up where it's supposed to be.
The jar was... It was there, but when things started happening as I was getting each of you into a bed, it wasn't there anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's really weird.
potentially something timey-wimey?
I mean,
Because the other person that we met who is, I guess, breaking the fourth wall in some headache-inducing moments might have had something to do with it not being there anymore.
As I would suspect. I don't know who was able to get here or interact with it, but well. Huh.
talking, can I get, I don't know, like a vibe check or see if there's any sense of, I don't know, do I feel like glowing people are safe? Or
Yeah,
this,
vibe check this guy.
okay,
Slenda's Geiger counter
that
is
is-
off the charts. Turns out,
yes,
radiation.
Radiation.
okay. Trying to remember.
I
Sense
don't know
motive.
any spells to counter radiation, but that is a thing in Starfinder.
It is.
I'm doing a sense motive because that seems to be what.
Yep.
That's a 14.
There's, I mean, he's new and you have no idea who he is. So there's that hesitation, but this light that's radiating off of him is just warm and comforting, not burning. It doesn't feel that type of heat. It's just this
Not
very
ionizing
inviting-
either.
Yeah.
Cool.
Feels safe. It's like the first warm day of spring after a very cold winter.
Cool.
And the sun is out and you can just feel it on your skin and it just tries to absorb all of that energy.
Well, I think Slinda trusts him then.
Take this the wrong way, but what? Why are you here? Like what? What
And
do you
who?
want? I mean, he doesn't seem to want to answer that question, but I'm hoping he'll answer.
Are you
at least
from our
one.
future? 'Cause that's happening.
Future, past, present, all of them.
Okay.
Some of you, more of your past than others.
Who?
I whistle awkwardly.
Like he looks over towards Cade. He also gives Bloop a look up and down, along with
Face
Flamel.
little.
Oh shit, yeah, you're yellow.
Okay. Who... Yeah, who are you and what do you want? And I mean this as politely as possible, but very much answers.
I understand, Flamel. I understand. You have been through a lot.
Mhm.
Most of it is from my own failings in the past. If things would have changed, then maybe your life would have been different. And I'm sorry that I failed you. To who I am, well, you could say a friend. Many different titles that people call me by. Most are very inaccurate.
Have you contacted us before?
I've attempted to.
Attempted to in... As in did not get through to us, or as in not all...
Or like couldn't work up the courage to actually call.
My predicament, it makes it difficult to speak with people the way that I'm speaking with you right now, and I'm trying to figure out how I am able to do that.
Okay.
Been spread
By the way, DM. So, player me knows who this is, but does Luke think he feels familiar?
Roll a culture check for me.
Ewan would have no idea.
Yeah, no, Ewan would not. anyone would have the least amount.
Yeah.
The least amount, even considering Slunda.
Because of things that have happened to you, Slunda, you would have more than you want.
Oh,
Alright, 20. The voice sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Maybe a little more
But
refined.
I would place it at the astral plane.
You can take some time to think on it, trying to place it.
I'll do that. I'll take a 20 on that.
Okay.
Wait, you guys think this is Prometheus?
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Man, that's not what I was guessing. Dang it.
who are you guessing?
guessing?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, that's definitely who I was thinking it was.
Okay, good. 'cause-
Might be a good thing that he's not saying his name straight out because Slunda might reassess.
I agree. Flamel will have different feelings, but she's also just very annoyed with his inability to answer. She's like,
Yes.
"This, I don't like this.
I mean, I'll be
I
honest.
sat at the table because Cade said he trusts you, but that's thin ice, man."
Right now, Kay's doing everything he can to not be like, oh, wow, I have a lot of memories to process. This is so weird, Prometheus. I haven't seen you in so long. Except I've got so many different memories of us that aren't happening or didn't happen to me.
Look, if we don't have eternity to talk this over, maybe get to the point.
Yeah, that.
Like, if you're not going to tell us who you are, at least tell us what you want. Like what?
Cade
If this
looks
was some
aghast
film-
right now, he's just like, oh, you can't talk to the Emperor like this.
Like, just,
If he won't tell me who he is, he forfeits the right to my respect. I don't say that out loud.
just tell us, because if this was a film or a storybook, you would be yoinked as soon as you open your mouth. So just tell us now.
I'm just gonna.
Look, Cade, I don't know who this is. I know that you trust him, and that's nice.
I'm just
but
gonna lean. I'm gonna lean towards her. I'm gonna whisper. I'm like, that's, you know, the first time caster, the great Starsmith, the Emperor.
the guy that almost
But
ate my
now he's-
soul.
No, I don't think he. Well, I don't think he was trying to eat your soul. I think there was other people. But maybe that's why we can all. And I go like, wait.
I like
so
sit a
was
little
that
farther
you?
away from.
Was that you who tried to eat their soul? Because I tried to tell them it wasn't you who tried to eat their soul, and they were like, "Oh, he's a god," but now you actually look like that, so I'm a little confused. This is not what
This
I
goes from
remember.
a quiet conversation to Cade just going loudly like, was it you? This is where Slunda kicks in on the conversation.
I have a lot of memories, and they're all really weird right now.
Me too. Things are not right. But I think the questions have been answered, because if I was remembering things differently, then they would very much so be wrong.
What?
I should not be like this. As he stretches out his arms and twists them around, you can see his head moving, and it looks like he's looking at himself.
You're right. This is weird.
Still as vain as ever.
Floaty? Or
Wait, I
Like-
didn't say that. Why would I have said that?
That was weird.
Was there something that I don't know if what we saw was something that we actually participated in. Like that, it seems to hint strongly towards that. But if something happened differently because of our interaction,
Not your interaction.
Oh.
His finger points towards you, Flamel.
Yeah, I think that might
Her.
be me.
Oh?
It wasn't
Interaction.
exactly on purpose.
What?
You.
Well, look, the guy was going on about how time couldn't be changed, and I was like, well, that's patently untrue, and I think that might have done something.
It did a very big something. Where
Was it good or bad?
I don't know.
Hmm.
A hand has been forced. I'll put it that way.
Oh dear.
That doesn't...
No.
That does not sound good.
You're right, it does
Um,
sound negative.
Didn't mean to.
No, I am the one to blame here. This was my doing.
Okay.
An infinite
Define
time loop.
this.
He gestures to everything around him, and as he does, your like vision expands outward
Ah!
from like a Google Maps style. Like you go out to like our house and then like to the greater Glassway, and then it goes out into just this vast expanse of Dothara. And the Empire, the galaxy, all of it. And before it collapses in once again.
I'm not sure the protocol for talking with you, so I'm going to...
Just talk with me. I haven't talked with anyone in a long time.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds boring.
So... So, to put it shortly, you've been incommunicado for the past, as long as most mortals cannot remember. Various long-lived races might, like dragons, I don't know. And because of something Flamel did, things have changed. Oh, can someone who's... I guess the only timecaster here is you. You're the only one used to dealing with...
two.
What?
I may have learned a few things recently.
Oh...
I don't know who the other one is.
I'll look to the unknown
yes.
factor in the room.
I'm gonna look directly at Slunda. I'm gonna go. I mean, the math technically says it would be the one who you guys said whose hand touched time, right?
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't that
That
make
is a good
sense?
point.
Orcock said it was gravity.
We're timecaster buddies.
He said it was.
but-
That's
gravity,
actually really scary.
But you know, why else would bad guy Daddy Flamel? Oh, he's my dad again. That's weird.
Oh.
Anyways, why else
No.
would he
Don't call him that.
That's he's
My hand.
Yeah,
It's Linda
really,
remembers about her hand and just
what-
like stares at it again.
What's with my soul?
Ah,
What's with my soul, dude?
yeah, what is with his soul?
you can see
How
him
do I
just
have his
rubbing
arm?
his temples, trying.
I'm not used to dealing with time shenanigans. Like, the worst that I've experienced is, like, we went back a couple days after we came out of the Glassway, and that was just a couple days. But this seems to have implications over millennia? I don't know.
There.
Oh, there's an old
you,
story
you
that I read.
witnessed one of the
This-
darkest days of history.
It was pretty
Not
bad.
only did you witness, you actively participated and experienced it. And you only experienced a fraction of what happened.
Mm.
It was bad for you all, but for life as a whole, it was much worse. To the point where I did something in a moment of panic, trying to find an answer over and over. It's like going and playing the same video on repeat, rewinding it indefinitely up into a certain point. Now, unfortunately, and I don't know how he did that, but Drusus took that recording that was on repeat and fractured it just slightly, causing some complications.
Mm.
When you say Drusus, you're talking about their Timecaster, a friend who is now no longer exist?
Correct.
His body is upstairs. I have it. I'm working on it.
Yeah, but it's you guys have been weird about it, and people have been not remembering things. It feels like a
I know.
weird-
I'm
and
gonna
plus-
fix it.
Plus, I have the other half of his other soul now, and it just feels like a weird thing. A really weird,
It is.
weird thing.
It is a very weird thing. You are correct. With that fracture in place, Flamel, you unknowingly, while trying to intervene and change the events, as do most new timecasters,
Mm.
broke at a very pivotal moment. Broke the band, you could say, that was keeping the infinite loop on.
Oh.
You broke the time
Oh.
prison?
That sounds bad.
That
Yes, but also no. 'Cause
Okay.
that's not reassuring.
I know. It just means this is our only chance.
Oh.
You are the only chance. He looks over towards Linda, and then towards you, Bloop. And to you, Ewan.
What's up?
And you, Flamel. Then you, Cade.
I look behind.
I don't know
me.
why it fell upon you. People use the word omniscient, all-knowing, all-powerful, but that was not me. That was her. And he still keeps her away from me. Finding her is the only way of stopping this.
Which her? There's lots of hers out there.
You'd be talking about the jar?
Yes, Natala is. Yes.
So what do we do if we find her again?
I don't know that yet.
Oh.
DM, the name Natala. What the heck does Ewan know about Natala, other than what might have been dumped in his head from the Days of Blood?
Nothing, as I don't think anyone would actually have any information on Natala. Nope, not even Cade.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, but what about
Okay.
Surgeon?
Well, yeah, what about his Peter memories? Shouldn't he know
What-
Natala?
No,
What
that's
about
even
our Days
worse.
Our Days of Blood memories might have that. I don't know what all was
That we don't.
side-loaded from.
Only the events that took place. Natala was never mentioned. You only have.
Okay, we
that
knew about
day.
the jars, and that's about
Mhm.
it.
Yep.
And we were hunting jars, not who was in the jars. Okay.
Yeah.
Who is Natala? Like, that's just a first name, not even a last name.
The jar. Wait.
The door.
shut up, Bloop. You're yellow.
I'm going to use my phone because I just have it kind of up to the side. Open a new tab, type in the word Natala, see what comes up.
No searches. There's nothing.
Draconic derivative of birthday.
That's okay. Speaking out of game, that's wild that there's no hits for Natala because of the
Yeah, that is.
Natalians. Like that would just be a shortening of that word.
We're in the
or-
Glassway. You can't search anything.
You've got the most parental search block on right now.
Yeah. Who? Natala is in a jar. Urn thing. And you're wanting us to find it?
Yes.
Who is she?
One that can fix this. Well,
fine.
trust me, I want to give you information, but I can't. I know that's frustrating.
Mhm.
It's very We have to.
Is there timey-wimey rules happening, or fate
No.
rules?
Neither. It is. I trying to give you as much information as I can, without him finding out or knowing that I've spoken to you.
Gotcha.
You mean...
That's where this has to get.
So you're talking about... Because he has so many... From what I remember, he has lots of names, and I'm not sure which ones to use, so I'm just gonna... Is Nyar?
Yes. Nyar.
Narnia.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all go out of
yeah.
out of body or out of character.
Wardrobe from Yarnyar. Yarnia.
I don't want to ask you to do anything. If you don't want to do anything, you don't have to.
It's
With
just-
no
Fate-
longer being in the loop might get us out of doing it, but I'm not sure how this works anymore.
Once this conversation is at an end, you can all go your own ways if you want. I'll expect nothing of you, as this is my fault. But if you do wish to help, you have to continue doing what would have been done without deviation. When deviation happens is when he's able to find you.
Hasn't he technically already found us from, I'll gesture at Flamel, a gigantic deviation?
In a sense, yes, but once you are back, he's not omniscient either,
So we have
especially
to
in his state now.
thread the exact same set of axes that Plan A and Plan 9 did.
Not. There's room for error. There's room for change. Specific events must still transpire, but how those events go about can be changed.
Thing is, I, for one, have no sense of time, forward sense of time, and so I don't know what they all did. And I've been currently trying to not associate myself with them.
Which is what you need to be doing. Continue on where you needed to be. Time will continue bringing you back here after each one. You've got to finish what you need to do, Ewan.
Ewan will sit back and say, you know, people say just act natural, but then... Yeah, just being told that you don't really act natural after that.
Like when you look at
I
someone and say,
understand.
remember, you're breathing manually now.
I hate you.
None of you need to breathe.
That good point. I'm confused now about breathing. Leave alone fate and time. Just breathing.
Okay, so I broke a time prison, which is bad and good at the same time because now
'Cause now
maybe
we have
something
to
can
make a
change, but
choice.
also it could be bad.
Yes. If nothing is done, it would be very bad.
And you can't tell us what we're supposed to be doing or what needs to be done or what has been done before that didn't work. Basically anything helpful.
There. I have to intervene as little as possible.
Okay.
But the chair scoots back and he reaches underneath the table. I think there are a few things that could help. Traditions. I believe in traditions. I know that they help. So he reaches down. You hear something shift on the floor, and it sounds like something's being lifted. It sounds heavy. As he pulls from underneath the table, these two archaic weapons, and sets it down as it shakes the table. These haven't been seen for a while, but I think in the right hands, as he looks towards you, Bloop, and you, Iwan, you could serve us very well.
I gladly accept.
Pinch your
What
poke.
are these archaic weapons?
Okay,
Oh,
Andrew, what did Pinch look like? I'm getting them mixed up.
Pinch specifically is a, oh, actually, wait, I think I can still do this.
Baby.
Hello there, Prometheus.
No, this is the wrong guy. Hold on.
This is the wrong guy?
This is baby Prometheus, ignore him.
Baby Prometheus.
There we go.
that looks more-
Alright, disillusion, I forgot about that. Pinch and Poke. Poke was a rapier, I believe.
That sounds about right.
And Pinch could have been a warhammer.
Yeah. Okay. So he takes. Wait. Yeah. Repeat that. Sorry, my brain just like flip flopped. Pinch was.
Pinch was a warhammer.
Okay, that's right. That had the syringe. Yeah.
And Poke was either no. Syringe had a syringe. I mean, I think Poke also might have had something like that, but syringe was the one that was specifically like
Okay.
an adamantine.
Blood taker.
I think syringe was. What type of weapon was it?
My brain is spacing. I was trying to look for it. And I couldn't.
I think syringe was. It was either a warhammer or a sword, but syringe had the ability to, when it hit, it was supposed to be able to also siphon. So, and it's adamantine. So I really don't pass that. I don't remember. I gotta find my actual in-person notes for that, because technically Prometheus no longer exists on D&D Beyond. He just only exists on Avray.
The memory of Avray.
Okay, so he hands you Pinch, Bloop, and Poke. So the warhammer goes to you, Bloop, and the rapier goes to you, Iwan.
Ooh. I don't know how to translate that.
I will get that translated for you. I haven't
Okay,
been able to do it
cool.
yet, but I will get that for you.
I wonder.
Andrew, if you do action, like exclamation point action pinch or attack pinch, I think it will show the stats for it besides those.
Worth a try.
Oh yeah, pinch is a sword. Because it was based off. Oh yeah, because I used a flame tongue to as a base for it. And hold on, there's pinch and. I was gonna say these were some of Prometheus' original weapons, nothing super fancy. Nothing like disillusion.
So then, on seeing these weapons, would I have seen these some of these weapons on Ancient Prometheus?
Yes. Yes, you would have.
Oh, I even put a little note in there. Go me.
So then, at that point, I recognize that this is Prometheus, like that
Yeah.
I've met.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm like, oh, I've seen you before. Way back, the astral plane.
Not quite the astral plane, more like the belly of an astral dreadnought, but yes. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. We always thought he was making that up.
Yeah, how'd you even get there? I was swallowed.
Long story.
Okay, that's fair. That's wow. By the way, one other thing. Speaking of things we've done that are bad,
All of the liquor that you have drunken. Yes, that is bad.
is that bad? Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. I
Especially-
was thinking, however, how there's a guy here, and Kay didn't want me to talk to him, and he kind of freaked out when I did, and he turned me yellow.
He talked to the Yellow King.
Yeah.
That's why he's
That is
yellow.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
12.
I'm not talking to you right now.
You're going to be fine.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of people that hate you.
Hmm.
Good.
Pretty much everyone you come in contact with will hate you.
Oof.
But I want you to know that I don't hate you.
Okay.
Show them that it's okay. Too many traditions have been formed and made and radicalized. All from misunderstandings.
Like soul eating?
Sorry, what
Or
did you
was
say?
that on like soul eating?
Yeah,
Or
like the
was that
feeding
on-
souls to you.
Or was that one on purpose?
We have a lot of questions about that.
Not of my choice, but if it wasn't for that, then no one would be here.
You do eat souls.
Not.
I think
Without-
the
not
him before the change did need it, and maybe the him now doesn't.
I'm not actually here right now, so yes, I still need it. But I don't
Educated.
want to.
Insight check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, also insight check. Well, no. Can I give assistant? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do +5.
Okay, Bloop. I'm staring at him real hard to help you with your insight check, with your sense motive check.
Oh, since me, that's right. Okay, so it'll be a +9 or +5. 27.
Okay.
Did you
What are
add
you
the
trying
plus
to?
5? Oh,
What
Yeah,
exactly
that
are you
is-
trying to
so my
ascertain?
that is with the plus 5.
Or-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What are you trying to figure out?
If he really does need the souls.
I mean, from what he's saying, I mean, there's no reason that you would think that he's lying.
Okay.
Seems to be being honest. And
Somewhat on the topic of souls, can I ask a favor? I'm a little
I might-
unclear as to what your actual abilities are,
Mhm.
but I'm just wondering. There used to be. I have. Can I have a small robot child, and he had a soul. Can I get that back?
He reaches underneath the table and pulls out this dark, purplish, blackish, shattered. You can tell it's been shattered. It's a piece of it, piece of glass. You'll have to find the others of those. But if you do so, you can.
Okay. Right. Am I supposed to take that? I don't. I assume it would be obvious if I was actually looking at him.
He's like handed it to you.
Okay. Okay. Great. Any clues or where to start on that kind of a endeavor?
Those you can find. You can go to Dothara.
Oh.
There's also another planet where they quite frequently appear. It's looking at
Is
Bloop. Place where
What?
souls are born or created.
Souls are create what?
What?
I'm already confused, and now you're bringing in, like, I guess I am confused theologically also now.
How's it feel
Where
being in a
souls
cult
are
now?
born. I don't think we can accuse Ewan of being the one in a cult anymore.
What do you mean? I was right. He wasn't a god when I left. But, anyways,
But he is one now.
listen. You may have been
cool.
right about the souls thing, but also I was also right
See?
about the souls thing.
I think. Fine. We can both be right this time.
They can be recreated there. How do you think your friend came to be? If a soul was not born and created.
Which friend is he referencing?
You yellow one.
I guess I don't know where I don't know where souls come from. I'm also still trying to ascertain if I have one. That's a
But when the
complicated.
model is love each other very much.
Okay, that's a good
A
question.
soul was born.
Does she have a soul, or is it
Oh, yeah.
my soul?
I could probably ask you. That's a yeah. Do I have my own soul, or am I borrowing my brother's soul?
You have your own.
Okay.
Cool.
Are we twins?
What was that?
I don't know how this works.
I don't
No.
think we can be twins. You're
Not
so
twins.
much older.
We have matching
Well-
matching souls.
Twins
I
is
have-
genotype.
Your heart.
Oh wait, would that make us like shoes?
What?
You know,
Well,
two
as
souls.
to build trust, I will give you one piece of information.
Okay.
But you may need to go after, as this. There are some things, some secrets, when given out, can cause eyes to be turned towards you.
Gotcha.
We're gonna judge you.
This applies to you too.
Oh,
Linda.
I
Hmm?
don't want
Not
to
you.
judge Linda. She's nicer.
and all of your kind.
Our kind meaning not fully organic?
Correct.
I look
Okay.
at Luke, because he is also a robot.
It's not. No, it's not how that works. I'm not. Nor have I ever been a robot.
That's not what your mom said.
But she didn't say I was a robot. And that. What do you
He's
say?
gonna give us a piece of information. Let him.
I miss these days of just friends bickering with each other. The two of you, or when a soul is born or created, it cannot be born and created out of nothing. It is usually made by the souls of those around that are near to passing.
Does that have something to do with all the people in my head?
That would be correct.
Oh, wait. Do I have a lot of... Wait, what? I'm confused.
Welcome to the club.
This wasn't a piece of information. This was a riddle.
Riddle me this, Batman.
There are some things. This time, mysticism was that day's magics. And some things were dark. It should have been hidden from the world. But unfortunately, there were those that were curious, like your father,
Of course.
who, under hard circumstances, wished to bring life into this world with places and all the various planes of existences having been sealed off. There was only one way of doing it. My father thought he was better than the one that could do it. Tried to double cross her.
Her?
And yes, her.
Her meaning
The goat lady?
The one
Yes.
in charge of souls is the goat lady?
Interesting.
When a soul passes on, there is no place for it to go anymore.
Oh.
There used to be
Oh.
places of worship that it could happen. So when people before they passed, they were brought to me. Where I could take them and use them and continue to protect the Empire. If they
Huh.
did not make it to me, they went to her. Where they were reused and changed and altered.
so I'm made of people.
And you were cool with that?
And,
Cool. Having
Nicholas
souls come-
double-crossed her?
Yes, he has a way of doing that with beings that he doesn't comprehend or he thinks that he's smarter than.
This kind of explains why he so desperately doesn't want to die.
Yes.
We should definitely make him die so he has to deal with the consequences.
That is absolutely the plan.
You all start to hear, it sounds like raindrops hitting the roof of our house. And it gets heavier and heavier, and it starts to sound like large pieces of hail. Well, I think that's your sign that it's time for you all to go.
Us?
Wait, one last question. We know where souls come from. What about babies?
Well,
Watch as this figure pushes back and in the chair and stands up and walks over to you and gives you a little pat on the top of your head.
jiggle, jiggle.
You remind me of an old friend. You can hear, it sounds like now as if glass is shattering. Like each thing of hail that would be hitting the roof, as it hits, it's that sound of glass shattering against it. I figured this might happen.
Is the glassway breaking?
Parts of it are.
Oh,
Energy will
What
have
does that
to be
mean?
used to keep. It means that it's time for you all to go. When you come
Will
back
we be able-
here, it'll be different.
will this house
But
still be
that's
here?
okay. Our house will always be here.
Okay, that's good then.
The Glassway always needs its wardens.
Oh, great.
And we didn't even get a chance to ask about all that.
Next time. I'll do what I can to keep it from falling apart.
Awesome.
Oh, Mom, she's so house proud.
You might not see me here next time. Depends on how much energy I have.
If we kill people, can we give you their souls? Is that how it works?
There's devices that have been created for that.
Seems a lot less personal.
It does.
What? I know we're leaving, but what determines whether a soul goes to you or to her?
If the device is used.
What device?
The
What
device
kind
is
of-
required to go to you,
Yes.
otherwise
It's
it
a
goes
soul.
to her.
They've named it a soul well or a soul conduit.
Oh, I guess we'll see if we can get one.
Well, you destroyed one, so
We did?
Absalom
Mm.
Station.
Where's
Ew.
that?
Oh, dang.
We destroyed Absalom Station?
What?
Ling did.
That wasn't us.
The Ling,
We ran away.
the Ling.
I didn't think it was
Well-
destroyed.
It probably wouldn't have been destroyed without us. In all honesty.
Wait, you guys
Sure, but I
destroyed
didn't think.
a station? What is a station?
I don't. It got destroyed? It's like
It's not
a.
a moon.
What?
It's like a really, really big city-sized spaceship.
No.
Yeah. Apparently, it got destroyed.
All of you are going to need to be careful.
No kidding.
You have a big target on your back, but all good adventurers do.
Wait, no one should know me. I'm not from this time. What do you mean?
An adventurer. I'm a scientist.
We all have humble beginnings. As it seems like our house begins to shake and is now starting to collapse.
Wait,
little
is my
bit.
ring so good?
Is there? I feel like Slender remembers the bones and wants to try and hurry and do some sort of resting thing, but I know there's not much time. The Rosie's
I want to
bones.
get Asher's body so that I have it with me if I get his soul back.
Yeah, you two like book it up the
I'm
stairs
running.
to your rooms as you get to your room, typing in the codes as the doors open. You see Asher is just sitting there on the bed looking at you. Hello there. Can I be of assistance? It appears that
stay
the-
with me. I pick him up.
Alrighty. As you pick him up and he starts looking around, it appears the structural integrity of this building is failing.
Yeah.
So you're running. So that you've gone in, you've collected the bones as you head out, as the rooms collapse on themselves, and the house is like falling apart behind you as the two of you run down the stairs towards the rest of the party.
Can I? Is there enough? Just go and go shoot, and then just Can I ask a quick Do you know her and what she would want with her? Yeah, trying to respect the
Prometheus, do you recognize these boats?
right. Well, but also like how best, wanting to be culturally appropriate to, I don't know, disposing of the, like putting the remains to rest, sort of a thing. But trying to ask Prometheus, since he seems to know a lot.
Criminals
Or
are
did
in a
she?
potter's field.
What you do will be enough. As he kind of starts to fade into this golden dust as he's disappearing. House is now collapsing around you. What do you guys do?
I'm going to get next to, or at least in close proximity to either the Timecasters.
I'm running to the ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
the ship is a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
I'm a pilot, and this
Yep.
newfangled ship seems pretty good, and I read the whole manual, so I'm gonna go somewhere with it, I
Sure.
guess. With that dramatic
Go.
flyaway shot
Yeah,
as I
let's-
break through a giant glass dome.
Yeah, as you all walk out the
I'm not
ship
walking.
as yeah, sorry. As you were booking it, making it through, the ship, its loading dock is open as you all begin climbing in. Give me a piloting check to anybody that's going to get the ship started.
Whoop whoop. You want a piloting check? Oh, I'm not.
What are people's skills? I have a +7 to piloting.
I have a plus 18.
Okay, yeah, then you.
I have a
that's
+8!
That's 26, because I didn't roll very well.
Super easy to start getting things turned on. You hear as parts of this hangar are now collapsing and slamming on top of the ship, crashing into the wings. You can see through the windows as the ship is taking damage.
It's fine. I turn on the shield. It's fine. The instructions say it's fine. Ladies and gentlemen,
Either Sloon.
please buckle your seatbelts and get the hell on the ship, because I have to take off now.
As you-
Just taking the bones on the ship.
Tap.
Security
Any-
child.
Any Timecasters, probably Flamel, see if you can do anything to yoink us out. Something to do with the watch?
Oh yeah, I have a thing that's a thing to let us leave, I think. I pull out the thing. The time compass thing, and I start frantically, I'm just like, trying to remember anything Drusus ever did that was useful with this, but he never practiced! I'm like,
yes,
yes,
Drusus
Drusus.
Practice
You
was
should have
it was
practiced.
all, during downtime. So, nothing effective.
Alright. Roll a mysticism check for me.
Also, Drusus' mysticism was 0.
That's very fair. Mine is at least 8.
Mine is 17, but I don't know anything about time compasses.
Give her the time compass. Be like, oh, she's okay.
Can I give assistance? Can I be like, oh, this is
Glenda literally goes, why don't you press the purple knob?
right?
That seems awful.
You're colorblind, it's green. Actually, if you were colorblind, you wouldn't be able to become a pilot, so never mind.
Actually, I looked this up. You can get a little bit of an exception.
Well,
Or
a
am I
military
thinking-
pilot.
Or am I thinking of trains?
I think you're thinking of trains.
Because no, wait, plane. Yes, I remember.
And
There
automobiles.
is a medical. There's a certain test that you can take to skip that, at least for, I guess. I don't know what level of pilot, but like, there's a certain test that you could take to get an exemption from that.
I got a 25 on my time
Okay.
compass escape
And if that's not high enough, I could have been like pointing out and giving
It's true.
assistance.
That sounds good.
If I can get
But
assistance, I'll take it.
25 feels like it's probably pretty good, but we also just came over from
Yeah,
Right,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know
As
anymore.
as Kate has taken off and is beginning to fly off, you pull up the compass and begin playing with it. Slinda's kind of offering some tips as you're turning it, not sure what to do, as you hear this final click in it, and all of you feel like you're just pulled along into a very thin piece of string.
Ah!
Roll a D100 for me, Flamel.
Ah!
Spaghettification.
11.
All right. All right, an 11.
Hopefully that's how many days off target we are,
That's how many
because that
seconds.
could have been bad.
No. I was okay. Let me roll this really quickly.
It's how many ships
Wait.
we land next to now. Have a wanna poster with our faces.
No.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
I'm not sure
Oh,
we even
God.
know about that.
Cool.
I don't-
All right. I
That's
wanted. Yeah, I was seeing where you guys ended up. So let's get Lingbot switched.
Battle music.
No. Not that mean.
We
Just-
get dropped directly into a fight.
He literally just starts playing There Be Pirates.
What? Sorry. I was looking up something, and apparently Julie Andrews voiced Gru's mom from Despicable Me.
Yeah.
I did not know
I can
this.
see that. Nice.
First thing you guys feel is rain hitting you as you
Do it again!
seem to find yourselves in this kind of dark lit city. The Rolla has landed. The cargo doors open. You all are standing around. You see these big containers of supplies being carried away by some pretty sketchy looking folks. You see these you see like these men that have these cybernetic helmets on, glowing like kind of neon colored visor, with these huge trench coats as they 2x2 are taking the supplies off. Walking up the ramp carrying a data slate is this Yosoki. Has this brown trench coat that's super dirty, pretty worn, cybernetic arm and a left eye that's moving around and scanning the entire area. His entire right ear is super mauled. Well, looks like you have all the goods, everyone. I'm glad that you deal has worked so well. I think. Yeah. Oh. I think it was 2,000 credits per box, and you can see them stacking them up on this levitating platform. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's gonna be 20,000 credits going your way. who would like them?
That would be me. And
I
I
would-
walk forward and I just pulled forward Drusus's phone and I go, yep, that would be me, the pilot.
Pulls out a scanner and this little chip and puts it up against it, kind of like Apple Pay, and you can see it sort of uploaded. There.
Getting used to this quickly. Making a good guess.
Very good. Very
I
good.
just-
DM? Do I
Sorry, what?
recognize this? Do I recognize this guy?
You, not that you've seen him, but you did hear Drusus talking about him.
Okay, so this isn't. Oh wait, did we kill Zoo?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Dead?
yeah. This isn't
Who's
Zoo.
dead?
Yep.
Okay.
This he does not look like Zoo. He just looks like a pretty rugged Yusoki.
Okay,
Um,
I thought there were some markers that I was like, wait a minute. Do I have to kill this guy right now?
Yeah, no.
Good news. Mel briefly is like, wait, no, never mind. We're good.
Yep, no, you are good. This is... Oh... What was his name? Trying to find it.
I forget.
This is Roach.
Roach. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, you all gonna stay here on good old Vythe for much longer? Or, you willing to do a couple more jobs? You all expertly bypass that blockade that got going on around here. Well, it just, well, you know. It's hard finding competent smugglers, you know.
I look at everyone else because no one's actually told me what the plan is, and I just go,
We'll
We haven't
see
had a
what we
chance
can
to
do.
make then.
Is this the? This is where I had the PO box set up, right?
It
Like-
is. Yep,
Cool.
this is where you guys were gonna drop off. Sorry.
Okay. Oh yeah, is she still with us?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, can we get back to this guy on his future work proposition?
Oh, of course you can get back to me. Yeah.
Okay.
You know how to
great.
find me. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. Hear him pull out this whistle, and it's super loud, and immediately all of his crew begin carrying away the cargo.
I look at everyone else. and
Sorry,
go,
just
Did we do that? I don't remember landing.
That's kind of how coming out of the. That's how coming out of there works. We just kind of show up somewhere.
I checked the time on my clock.
Yes, I was
You know
gonna
what?
say. Let's check the.
you guys
Dude,
are.
Got us out.
Bum. Let's see, we are 1, 2,
Buckle my shoe.
3.
4.
Shut the door.
Yep, you're 3 weeks into, or sorry, you had that 5-week journey to life. So like you're 5 weeks past leaving SS.
So we showed
Wait,
up on
so-
time.
Yes, you showed
Wait,
up on
so
time.
we're 3 weeks past SSF.
You're 5 weeks past it. Sorry.
Or 5 weeks. Okay.
Interesting.
Ow.
One, you feel your phone go off as you see a message from Cody asking if you have made it safely and if you're going to be leaving soon.
I'm gonna check if there's any other messages as well.
Yep, going through, you can see if she's messaged you just asking for updates. You've let her know. You've let her know that you were making a quick stop
Oh, you let her know.
on Vythe. So that way she knew what you were doing, that you were going to drop Tristari off, pick up some supplies before continuing on the journey.
Interesting that this all transpired without. I'm just not going to think about time because time is a weird soup.
Mhm. It is.
I will.
It's actually
Reply.
an egg, not a soup.
And also allude, but not openly say that there was some time, some glass, because I did make reports to her earlier about the Glassway.
Yep.
And so I'll allude to it because I don't trust this being a secure channel here, especially with my level of technical ignorance, which even with the hindrance removed,
He hit
I'm still not
hit
good
reply
with it.
all. He says reply.
I mean, you've been here to Vice before. You know this is like where the scum of the Empire come to meet up. This is all, the underground hackers.
We're going to be going from the scum of the Empire to a dark place where the sun don't shine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this is at least organized, scum. This is your gangs and air quotes ethical hackers. Those that are trying to make
Activists.
for the most part, they're activists. They're actively trying to make the Empire better, because they don't enjoy it, and so they are seen as the scum of the Empire. But they're not necessarily all terrible people,
Right. They're people, just
Yeah, they're
like anywhere
people.
else. Just
They're like the biker gangs. They look scary and can be scary if you bark up the wrong tree, but.
what's the Baka people? Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if you pronounce that or if you spell it, but
BACA.
I have no idea.
Baka.
It's
It's
the
Baka.
BACA. Yeah. They don't say Baka. That'd be funny.
Baka?
Sometimes we say Baka. I've worked with them. You do say it.
No, I would say you don't say Baka because it's
Yeah, not Baka. You can say Baka.
Well, excuse me for English not making sense.
That's an acronym, so not really English.
Especially English acronyms.
he says. I said what I said.
Okay. So, we appear to be here now.
Yep.
I guess, Cade, can you tell if our out of the loop selves, or whatever to call this last week that we don't quite remember, have we already picked up supplies, or are we good to continue to dropping to setting up Tristari and Slunda?
We just unloaded the ship. There's no way we have supplies.
That's true. That doesn't make any logistical sense.
Okay. Then I guess we should. It would make sense time-wise to split up. I would like to get going with my trial, but I know a lot of things just happened and also didn't just happen.
So
I have a feeling like I forgot something as well, but I'm not sure what or who that was.
what supplies do you guys need? Because do you? I know you probably need food, but I look at everyone else and I just go, but I don't think the rest. And I look at really hard at Slunda and Flamel, and I go, how do you get sustenance?
I eat.
Do you
I can
need, do you
eat, but I
need to
also
eat?
just can charge. I don't.
I assume
Okay.
so.
Here's what
But
we
I also
can do.
assumed other things. So
We
I could do a scan and tell you, but I just need to charge. I don't actually need to eat. I do.
She
normally.
can.
I just need to know
Also-
what the level of supplies to get rations, things like that, armaments.
Armaments, I do. Let me check my
I was gonna say
monies.
we technically have all of your comrades weapons and things.
Yes.
He had a lot of weapons for one person. I'm not gonna lie. Why was he carrying that many? It seems logistically stupid.
He was a collector.
There is, I would like to get a weapon here, but I don't know if that's in the cards right now, or with my level of funding. Essentially, I'd like a rifle.
Well, didn't I start going through? You see me twisting the cap on a thing, like a little capsule, which you don't really, none of you have really noticed that I've been carrying around. It's got like a strap attached to it. I've been had it on my arm, and I like cycle through, and then I go, I think he had a rifle. It is right here.
Yeah, he had one.
And it pops out of nowhere from this little strap.
What?
thing.
That's a nifty piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's like a, what did he call it? It's very similar to a bag of holding. It's just more modern.
Oh, dink.
Little pocket dimension.
Yeah, something like that. He called it a void. No, null space. It's
Null
a
space.
null
Oh.
space chamber. And then on next to it on the name it says MK1 for some reason. MK1.
Right.
I
I have some training in small arms, but not necessarily long arms. Unfortunately.
I was gonna say there are small arms in here as well.
have very short arms.
But other than that, for food,
I have 4 arms.
yes, you have 4 forearms.
do.
Check out those guns, I say after she says the forearms thing.
Yes, these guns.
Yes.
But as for food, just I believe you can purchase normal food for everyone here, and we should be able to subsist just fine.
But the only people who actually sustain themselves off of food are you and Slunda.
And me.
And I look at Bloop and I say, I don't know if you really need the food though. And I look you up and down and I go.
Are you
especially
making
I did.
comments about
Especially no, not his weight. I'm just like I don't know if I should feed someone who lets themselves be yellow openly.
Oh,
Hey, your emperor said that's chill. He said it's chill.
Here's the thing. He and I have fought a lot in weird memories, so I don't know.
That just means you're wrong.
I don't have to
Hello.
agree with it. One of us eats the souls of people to sustain himself. The other one sacrificed his soul to save other people. So I think things are different now.
So are you anti him now?
I don't know what I am at all.
well,
But you're
here's
Okay.
what I do know about you. You need food, so
I
we'll be
actually
go
do not
getting
eat.
food.
I
You
don't
should
eat-
still probably get enough food that we can all eat it if necessary. I'm pretty sure that Flamel probably has some module in her that will let her gain some energy from food. I'll take a look at her if she is back. She is not. Also, if we're getting snacks of any kind, Flamel's preference is light bulbs.
Okay, I'll get basic rations. I don't know why I bother checking. You're all weird. This is a weird journey, and we're on some weird metal planet thing right now, and this is weird.
Bloop likes cats.
Excuse me?
Well,
I'm more chill about that now. I don't need to eat.
Define chill in this case.
I don't really. They've become not my favorite food anymore. We don't need to get them.
Is it
Oh,
because of T-bone?
What? No.
There's just a
Okay.
Celamin
I think
hawking cats in
people
the
eat that
background. That's
Well-
such a freshly skewered cats.
You can see.
So-
You know, Bloop doesn't have a mouth, but he's like his equivalent of salivating.
So
I don't really eat cats anymore.
normal rations. I don't know if a ship or us need ammunition. I might if I'm using a pistol.
Well, I guess my main question becomes, I don't know where we're all going.
Well,
Like in general or here?
In general, remember you guys showed up. I was helping the resistance
Right.
and then it was like, oh, now you have a different soul in you and things are different and stuff. And then we watched a memory, and I've known you for like 6 hours. But now I'm
Yes.
stuck with you. No offense. So
I believe that
Don't know
we
your
might
friends.
be able to continue your acclimatization to us and I guess our time. On the ship, I believe that we could use some of the stuff there.
from what I
Just check.
understand about the weapon systems on the specific vehicle we have, it does not require ammunition of any sort. The weapons themselves are they come based off of energy. One's plasma based, the other is literally electromagnetic impulses.
Interesting. So I guess whatever power core the ship has will take care of that. Food and ammunition are perhaps the only equipment that we need for leaving, and I'll look at Tristari and say, what do you think you will need?
somewhere to stay. I don't know what I need.
Okay. You said you wanted to be a farmer of some sort? Am I remembering this correctly?
Just something that's peaceful, simple life.
I'm afraid I'm not well versed in civilian professions. All I can think of is a barmaid.
That's not peaceful.
Oh, yeah, he has more experience with. Quite frankly, who was it who was in charge of figuring out all the? There was someone in charge of helping you with this.
Pretty sure it was Drusus.
I mean, that would make sense. If none of you know the things, it would more than likely be your person who is gone.
Who's that?
Yeah, who? The name sounds familiar.
What?
You guys were the ones helping me through it.
Right.
I look at Flamel, I'm like, why are they... Is this like a coping mechanism nowadays?
I think now that we're out of the Glassway, things are... I think... Not everyone is gonna remember.
Huh.
I still remember.
I get, what, do I remember because I'd never met him, so now I'm not remembering? It's just new information about some guy?
You're a bastard of time, that's why.
I don't know.
First off, that's very rude.
I don't know what the rules are.
I'm not a bastard. I know who all my fathers are, even the vile ones.
Are you sure you know who all of them are? I mean, all the time. You're weird.
Anyway. Yeah, so we'll get you set up with something, Tristari. We'll take a look and
Okay. Thank you.
make sure you're good to go before we leave.
Yes. You wanna come with
Appreciate
me to go look for my P.O. box?
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll go do that.
I'm gonna go.
Look around, see if there's anything that catches her eye for peaceful out of the way stuff.
I'm looking to see if I can find notes from Drusus that he like plans that he had about this. I'm like, come on, dude, help me out.
Alright.
I go, actually, I pull it out because I have it, because I found it in the deck. Remember when I was going through the ship, I watched a weird video where he was going off and he was making jokes. I was like, this feels like it'd be really awkward for everyone to watch. But now I'm like, this feels weird, and I'm gonna go, here you go, Flamel, before these like disintegrate or something. Here's notes that he had, like maps and stuff. I'm assuming he would have notes in there about what his actual plans were or connections. And I go, and here's a tape or whatever you call them now, with he had made really lame jokes and recorded it for Tristari specifically.
Oh,
Also, here's
really
the gun
awkward.
he was going to give her. It seems special
Okay.
for some reason.
okay, we can give her that. I don't know about the tapes, since she's not gonna remember who he is. It might be like
But
really
I don't know
weird.
if the tape's going to have anything on it, honestly, anymore.
I'll check. I check to see if it is still has anything, or if it's just
You got like a
blank
little
now.
VCR click.
Roll a computers check for me.
Let me go check my okay. $27.
As you're going through it, you're not finding anything that Drusus would have left. It does appear, though, there seems to be some code that is pretty encrypted, and it would take you a little bit of time to go through that. It might have
Okay.
something on it.
Okay. There's something encrypted on here. I don't know exactly what is up with this, but I'll have to take a look at it for longer. Maybe I'll, depending on how long they're gone, I'll do that. Stacy, go back to bed. Mwah, good night. That's not the way to your room.
But no.
Good night. You don't need sunglasses in bed.
Whoa.
Oh, this wasn't the sign I was
Maybe
looking
she
for.
just got a real bright future ahead of her, so she needs shades.
Good night. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
Anyway,
There we go.
oh, did we find anything else about information? Well, I guess information Drusus left might be hard to come by at
I was
this
just saying, I handed you the notebook that I found on deck. Whatever's in there.
Right. I'll go through there to see if I can find anything else that's not encrypted that'll
Okay.
help us get Tristari set up.
Okay. Sounds good. So you're going through that. Linda is taking Tristari to do check the PO box.
Yes, make sure
Um,
it's set up correctly, and then
make sure it's set
also
up.
just and get a
Okay.
feel for the place as well.
Okay.
And you know,
Sweet.
if there happens to be something in there, I don't know that Slunda would be thinking about anything being there already, but possible.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll just get what the others are doing really quickly, and then
Sounds
we
good.
will. Sweet. Bloop, what are you doing?
I think I'm getting used to this weapon. I'm getting accustomed to it. Also, I know that people might attack me on sight, potentially. So,
Okay.
I'm more
Are you, like,
heading
heading-
out on a. What was that?
Sorry, you finished what you were saying. I think you were going to answer my question.
Yeah, so I think for the most part I'd be staying on the ship, and not trying to be seen a whole lot unless there's something that I need to do off the ship.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'd also hang on. Is there online shopping in this universe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I would order a cloak to hide
Okay.
myself on top of my armor.
Okay.
I immediately send it back. I didn't order that. Just
All right, Bloop.
kidding.
I need you to roll a computers check for me. As you're just
Me? Okay.
Yep, you're hanging out on the ship doing this.
Can you give me a second? My computer locked. Oh gosh, I need to see what my computer's thing is. Load computers is great. I have a +0. Oh, it's just a straight roll. So 12.
Okay, not awful. Okay. So, I'll get back to you on that for just 1 second. Or in 1 second after I figure out what the others are doing. Okay, Ewan, what are you up to?
I'm wanting to, because I don't know what's going to happen here, I'm going to try, because they're getting her set up, and it sounds like Cade is getting the food organized, as well as potentially any other cargo that we're moving from here to the next place.
Well, no one
if
told me
that's-
where the next place is. So once he has some food, he's just going back onto the ship and gonna go through all the stuff he has in his inventory, which consists of also all of Drusus's things. He's gonna try and try and figure out what if the maps have any info on like what the next destinations were and things like that.
Right. You have been told that our next place is the Dark City place.
So,
So you do have that
I'll
information.
have to map that out and like Google it. Be like, what is this place? It's a lot of him just
Yeah.
yelling at the ship, saying, "Tell me about this," and it not responding. Obviously.
Well, we do have a dossier, or however you pronounce that word. So I'll provide you that, because I know that Ewan's been studying it. Ewan knows about I guess what he can now identify as undead that live there.
Alright, yes, undead, the undead world, the world full of the undead.
Yes.
I'd go
and
looking for a priest on this world then.
Okay.
Ewan, did you end up giving him a pistol from Drusus's stuff, or?
Did you ask? Well, you said you wanted a small arm, right?
Yes, I did.
Then yeah, he would have given you one of the. As long as like, Lamel didn't say anything about it, he would have been like, "Yeah, here, your friend had this gun." And the small
Because-
arms he had specifically were. He had a. So let's see. There's the future. So he gave the past semiotic pistol to Tristari. So there's there's a semi-automatic analog, so basically like a general 9mm gun for nowadays. But there's also an Explorer hand coil, so it's whichever one you'd prefer of those. There's also a tactical semi-auto pistol.
I guess the 9mm or whatever. What do you call it?
The Glamour future semi-auto pistol. So it's glamored to look like a cufflink on your wrist or something.
Oh no. Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, it's glamored, so you can tell it's choose whatever thing, but it's got to be of a similar size. I think he had it changed to like go around his wrist kind of thing, so you can tell it do whatever. But yeah, it's got a glamored seal on it that he got when he was at the. Both those pistols were glamored on the what's it called, the cult base.
Hmm.
Still side. That's right.
I wonder if is there a way to transfer stuff between characters in a campaign?
If we have the campaign, there's like a shared stash. I just haven't figured out how to implement it.
Because if we can just hand it over, that would be much better than you removing it, me adding it, and not quite getting it right.
Yeah, let me see if there's a thing. I'll look for that real quick.
Okay. But as a note for the DM, Elon's looking to lean into the other side of his ancestry a little bit here, because it seems relevant.
Okay. Okay. So I want you guys to roll me a d20, and we will go through the order of how things transpire
Okay.
through that.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh
dang.
yeah, it is still bald, probably.
Also,
I was
Cindy goes
looking-
first.
Well, someone else could get in at 22. DM, do you remember? Did I do the item tattoo for Shari yet? I don't have it written down whether I did. Or
No,
not.
you were going. You had started a little bit, and she was going
Okay.
to start on yours, but
Gotcha.
time got to you.
You got wonky. Okay.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember if I'd used up the UPBs yet or not.
No one blue.
So-
I just need Flamel. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. The child just came out again. What do you need me to do?
Roll a d20. We're just going to see
Just a D20.
what order
Okay.
these things go in. Alright. Slinda, Elon, Flamel, and then okay. Alrighty. Need slightly
Gotta change the music.
yeah. Maybe this will actually. Oh, we'll just keep it. It's fine. So, Slinda, as you and Flamel, sorry, you and Tristari head out. It's raining pretty day. City that you're in, not sure where you are exactly, but you know the buildings are anywhere from 1 to 4 stories tall. Most of them are in that like a 2 to 3 stories. There's this kind of low-hanging fog and these neon lights bordering all the roofs and all the signs with various things, kind of giving a interesting look to the fog that is there. Um, you see people of all walks of life. Some that you see people or species that have, definitely look a little bit more unsavory, I think would be the correct term to use. Then others, you can definitely tell there's some sketch stuff going on with them. Most people are wearing some form of long coat and various cybernetic implants and upgrades between all of them. They are moving up and down. See small groups gathered in alleyways. And as you and Tristari walk by, you watch as these people just eye you up and down. You two definitely don't fit the vibe or look of this area. They can tell that. It's like walking into France. As an American, they can just pick you out immediately.
Linda makes a note. I guess she can do the telepathic thing. So we should probably get you a change of clothes is the main thing I'm noticing so far. To blend in here. Wonder where they sell those coats.
There's stores lining up and down the street that you can see. Various outfits. Several tattoo parlors and all sorts of things.
Oh, you do tattoos. Does that appeal? Maybe you could set up in there. Well, you said you wanted to be something quiet, though. I don't know how quiet. Then again, who knows if there are any places here that are that quiet.
I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. I think I can get away with it a little bit, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Should we go into one of these and look a little more natural for this place?
Yeah, let's. I don't really have any credits.
I do. We'll get you.
Okay. So you guys go into this one shop. There's the walls are just continually shifting down as there's various outfits that just keep scrolling on through. There's different kiosks that allow you to find what you want and need.
All right. I will, have her pick out stuff that matches the vibe, but also that she likes. Yeah, I have 952 credits, so obviously if things are like super expensive, then I can't.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Good.
You're able to find. Just our definitely has like the darker aesthetic and goes for that. But nothing more than 80 credits.
Okay.
Able to find a pretty good outfit for her.
Cool. And while we're here, I guess I'll pick up just I'll take a jacket or like a coat as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Is that an additional
20?
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, and then maybe peek in at the tattoo shops as we go, and if she finds interest, that we do need to go find the place too. So, as it Who dropped? Was that
Lingbot.
just Lingbot?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah, if stuff catches her eye, I'll try and like follow her lead on that, or gently like encourage her to follow things, but eventually make it back to hopefully finding the place where the PO box is.
Yeah. So I mean, as she kind of like sticks her head in, and everybody in there, they'll like do the cool silent head nod and just waiting for something to be said, and you can just tell that Tristari is very uncomfortable with the entire situation and ducks out of, oh, maybe not right now. Maybe we'll just get done what you need to do, and then we can figure this out later. This is just, it's all a bit much right now.
Right.
Lots of people.
Yes.
Roll a perception check for me, Linda.
Cool. Da. What is my 13? Da. That's a 30.
Oh, wow.
Everything.
Able to find maps that will lead you to the PO box. As you've been walking, it's been about 30-45 minutes of walking into the city. You notice that someone is tailing you. They're trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, but there's definitely someone that has been for the last 20-ish minutes, keeping a decent ways back.
I will telepathic message tell Tristari, like, don't panic, someone's following us. I don't know if it's friend or foe.
Okay. Sounds good.
And if there's a chance, I mean, I'm not, probably not like trained in this, but if there's a chance to try and catch a glimpse of, this person and try and figure it.
Oh, absolutely. With that 30 that'd be part of it, as you're trying to not give away that that they're there. You do pick up, it's this dark-haired woman. She's wearing a dark trench coat with a hood that's pulled up to keep out of the rain. It's kind of this darker red and black colored trench coat, but that's not a ton of detail that you can make off of her. Looks like she has just this soft features of the face, light complexion. Seems to know what she's doing, though. You can pick that out, that this isn't like a novice pickpocket trying to get something from you.
As in, she seems that she knows who we are specifically, or she seems to know how to pick her mark, sort of thing.
Kind of how to pick her mark.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, does not seem like... Okay, do I remember... Well, at least it's been out 20 minutes. Can I catch when she started following us? Or does that
Would have been... I mean, I would say it was probably after you had left the clothing shop.
Gotcha.
Somewhere in that time frame.
Noticed that we were new to town, and we've changed up, but she was there to see. Okay.
Yep. So, you guys make it to... It's kind of this shop that's like a hole in the wall, large window that has some pretty thick glass holograms appearing on the side, and there's a robot that's there. Seems to be stationary as you approach. Welcome to the United Imperial Postal Service. How may I be of assistance to you today?
I look to. I probably have like it's probably like I pull out my sketchbook, and in one of the pages I've got like my, I don't know, account number or whatever like written down. That I'm like, or however it works, just looking up the number. And is this inside or outside? Like, have we walked into it?
It's outside.
Okay,
It's like in the side of a building. Just
gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm here to check on a P.O. box.
It gives a scan of the number. PO box active.
Ooh.
No packages or other mail have arrived.
Cool. Except Slunda doesn't say cool. And Slunda just like nods and says, "Oh, thank you." And out of curiosity, just sends a little message, like a little telepathic message to the robot, just be like, "Are you okay?"
Are you okay?
I don't know if this is like a conscious thing. I mean, I remember like when we were in the glass wave, there were the robots that were like, "Help me!" So Slinder's just gonna
every
do
robot is oppressed.
Yeah,
there's no response from the robot. It's not. It doesn't have any facial expressions. It's just this grayish, worn, metallic, pretty basic robot that you can only see it for the waist up. Very, very, very robotic in nature. Just the pipe arms that move to move things around. Not a whole lot to it.
Sure. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too.
And we move on.
Okay.
But keeping a watch on the person behind us.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Alright, Mr. Ewan.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to go acquire a weapon.
No, I got the one from...
Oh, you're using your system. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm using someone's pistol anyway. I don't know
Yes,
who.
using somebody's. Just an extra pistol that was there.
Yeah. Cade gave it to me, so I'm going to feel it out and yeah.
Doing that on the ship.
Well, just more like I don't know if our ship has a range. I doubt that it has a range. Like,
Oh, it absolutely doesn't.
I'm not gonna be shooting it. But like I'll unload it and then like dry fire it a couple times and
Okay.
because I have shot before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. You know which ancestor I'm named after that I'm going with, right?
Which ancestor? I'm just making sure I
Yeah.
heard you right.
Yes.
My brain is facing. I don't think I...
In one of our chats we have my name pinned and
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. I'm following now.
Yes. I'm like that particular ancestor stood against a swarm of mindless creatures and did quite well with something like this, and so I'm gonna honor his memory.
Okay.
And Like, this won't be my main weapon, but I'll have it.
So uncivilized, right?
Yes. Well, now it might not be so uncivilized. I don't know.
We'll see. Okay,
This
so
is
you're
a
gonna
different ancestor whose entire thing kind of revolved around firearms, and so
go. Yeah. Yeah.
With the
Alright.
occasional energy sword. Come to think of it.
Cool. Cool. Okay. So you're just gonna be practicing with that, disassembling it, reassembling it, just becoming familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me a engineering check.
Engineering. Not good. Yeah, flat. It's flat. Well, I can take my time doing it too, so.
Yeah. No, you're just becoming familiar with your weapon, and you're able to do so. Not the fastest, but that's okay. Sweet. All right, Flamel.
So
You're looking up. You're gonna try and get into that code, or look through the journal. Correct.
yeah, I mean, I'll look through the journal first, and then if I have time, I'll also try to break the code. But the journal I'm scanning first because it seems like a faster way to get some info.
Yeah. Journal is a basic log of where the ship has been, what things it has delivered. There's nothing personal that's been written in there. Tells you that you were supposed to come to Vive 9. You were supposed to get 50,000 credits instead of the 20,000 that you got. So seems that Roach kind of was testing you, and you all failed. Yeah. So he
Well, passed in
made
his
up.
book.
Yeah, he definitely passed in his book. Yeah. So according to this, he owes you 30,000 more credits.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll try to crack that code once I've ascertained there's no personal notes in here.
All right. Roll a computer check for me. $24. Awesome. Okay. Able to do it as you remember the things from Drusus and password, and not necessarily maybe the smartest thing, but he did name it the Arella, or just Arella as his password.
Password.
And it's there. You gain all of that information that he had left before. It was good. His goodbye, or was it? It wasn't necessarily a goodbye, was it, Andrew?
It was a goodbye or a see you later to Tristari.
To Tristari, right? So you yeah, that's right. So all that information.
It's like a real
there.
cheesy, like, I mean, it's not like it's goodbye forever.
Mel's over there taking emotional damage while she watches this, but it's fine. She's like, okay, I'm just gonna get the important information and use that to help Tristari. This video will be meaningless to her right now. Less than meaningless. It'll be confusing and weird. Drusus, why did you have to die via paradox? You stupid, stupid man.
You just hear Drusus' voice in your head. Did you really expect better from me?
No, you're right. This is pretty on brand. Right. Yep. So once I've got the information that'll help Tristari, I'll go basically just get ready to get that set up for I know she's out with Slunda right now, so I'm just I guess I'll also, if I have more time, I'll just start doing some analysis on this broken piece of glass thing.
Oh, right.
that I
Roll.
need to repair. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I should see what the heck this is.
Yeah, absolutely. What role would that
Key to
be?
getting my child soul back.
Not computers, not engineering. Oh, roll.
I don't know. Is this a science?
Give me a oh, what is it called? The professions, your what's it called?
My profession is medicine.
Or not like your what is the check called? You have like the one that's like specifically for you.
I haven't put anything into it because it's called profession.
Oh,
My profession is medicine, and so I haven't used that.
Oh, I understand.
I haven't put any ranks into it because I didn't have a profession outside of
Right,
that already
right.
existed.
That check. Okay, that's fine. All right. Just give me like a general intelligence check.
It could be a science. It's
Just do that then. Yeah.
physical science.
Yeah. Use physical.
Or
science.
life science. Either one. Both of my
Physical
sciences
science.
have the
Yeah,
same modifier. But
Give me
yeah.
physical. All right,
26.
Mel. You through analyzing it, you would know that this is a piece of unrefined void glass.
Ha! I think it's illegal for me to have this.
Who said anything about keeping the law?
I am definitely a criminal now. I'm not
To be
sure I
fair, God
committed
gave
a
it
lot
to
of.
you, so like,
No, the
you know.
Emperor
Actually,
gave
you're
it to
right.
you. That
God
was a
gave this to
special
me.
mandate.
You know,
Like, I'm not there to tell you this, but you know.
She definitely comes and she's like, well, actually, I think since Prometheus gave this to me, then it's allowed by default.
You just hear Drusus
And
in your head.
technically,
But who cares about rules?
In your head, you
no,
also hear.
but I do.
What's Bruce's password?
Bloop, get out. I invited Drusus in here. I didn't invite you.
I know when I'm not wanted.
Oh,
The funny thing is, no, I actually have as my precog thing, I have like an ephemeral companion or something that
mhm.
is literally Drusus, guys.
Wait, that's
No,
how you
good
confidant.
built? That's funny.
My ephemeral confidant is Drusus. So yeah, he actually is kind of in my head.
That's
It's an ally
I
who
believe
exists
it's a
outside the normal flow of time.
oh my gosh! Please tell me this is how Drusus semi stays alive, just to make stupid comments every now and then.
Absolutely.
So far, yes.
Flamel fighting
Yes.
instinct to stab someone. You just hear, shoot him. Shoot him. I would have shot him by now.
Double tap.
Shoot him.
Double tap. He's not dead.
Go to bed.
I don't want to go to bed.
Don't
We
worry
still have-
about it,
We
Stacy.
still have 10
Oh,
minutes.
I thought you were telling Bloop to go to bed.
No, sorry. Matt, the child, she came out to ask why I was yelling at someone.
Oh.
I'm like, don't worry about it, kid.
Don't worry about it. He's
Don't worry,
dead.
we're all friends. It's just friendly banter. Anyway.
Lovely. All right. So you're doing those things.
I have void glass, and I need more. That does explain why it can be found on Dothara and some other planet that Bloop knows about. I'm gonna have to ask him about that.
Well, Bloop is like trying to get the passwords to the Wi-Fi right now.
Yeah, I'm also actively trying to steal Drusus's identity, saying that he's no longer alive or exists.
You're trying to steal his identity.
The identity
Yeah,
of
And you
someone
can't
who's been
even-
erased.
You can't even guess the Wi-Fi password. It's Irella.
Not anymore.
His
Whenever he
password-
comes back, I have his communicator, so I've just been changing things. I'm like, this is stupid. Why is he just have so? He's got 10 passwords in this password manager. Arella 1, Arella 2, Arella
Yep, they're all just as
exclamation
weird.
point. This is stupid. What the hell's an Arella?
So are we doing contested roles? Are we?
Give me a computer check, both of you.
I don't know why I'm typing this into flippin'. I don't have Abray hooked into this.
Roll 1d 20.
There's he.
16
Oh.
for me.
Mine's a 1 plus. Where's the thing that gives me advantage on this? That I took from Juices. There it is. Would you get a 16? Wow, I'm screwed.
Oh,
Wait, that's it. You rolled advantage.
Yeah, I did, but it doesn't matter because I got a natural 20 in the first one anyways. But yeah, I've got Druce's hacking kit connected too.
But do you?
Blip,
You know
you're
how to
like
use that?
Blip, you almost get it, and it just keeps kicking you off, and you like try and do another one, and it keeps you're getting frustrated. What's happening? So you kind of take a pause from that. You what?
I change his Facebook status, and then it kicks me out. I'm like, dang it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just slowly deleting all the stuff out of this phone. Just like, I don't need that. I don't need that. Ooh, bank
The
information.
universe is erasing here.
He
No.
only had 1,000 credits. Transfer deletes. That's like.
Oh, I love it.
Meanwhile,
like
Blue is on the other end. He thinks the universe is erasing his friend, and that it's actively being like in front of his eyes.
It's
Oh.
literally just Cade in the other side of the ship, just like, this isn't necessary anymore. I don't need this other guy's identity in my group. My sending stone.
And you've
doesn't need all of
accidentally-
this.
You've accidentally linked into Flamel's brain too because of the Wi-Fi password changing. So she's watching all of this too. She's like, "What? Why am I here?"
I love it. I love it. So Blip, you eventually make it.
I'm gonna try and do online shopping for the
Yeah.
cloak.
Okay. As you find, what type of cloak are you looking for?
Just one so like I can cover most of my body, potentially cover most of my face, and it's large enough to wear over my armor.
Okay, awesome. You find an amazing deal of a cloak that also comes with this cool like cybernetic mask that has neon holograms that can like act as a face for you. Kind of darker black, blends in pretty well. On sale,
Very nice.
only 15 credits.
I buy it immediately.
Okay.
Does it come
Soon
looking
as
like this?
soon as you hit buy, all of these little pop-ups start showing up on your screen. All of these ads and other things. Images.
Well,
You try and click out of them, but the program just keeps getting slower and slower and slower.
well, I was using Druce's computer as well, so I mean, it's fine.
Which is a little pop-up bar comes up. This was way too easy. And it shuts down. Might want to get your security uploaded a little bit. Closes. Another one. If you want this to be fixed, and all this information not to be given out, come and find me. And then you just see coordinates. And that's what we're going to end tonight.
Was I using Drus's computer?
Which is connected to the Arella itself.
Oh, fair.
You
Okay,
made
so I
the
can't
Arella
just like
get
I can't
hacked?
power it on and ignore it.
You turd.
Hey, if you hadn't locked me out of all of Drus's stuff, then this wouldn't have happened. I blame
You
you.
bastard bitch! Stop redeeming the cards! Nobody tell you to redeem.
You're gonna get Full Mel's gonna Full Mel sneezes. Ah,
Oh yeah, no, Flamel is like on a full sneezing fit right now.
She's like, I have a virus. Why do I have a virus?
This will end tonight's session. Thank you, everyone.
Beautiful, thank you. Quick question. I was gonna